Gemini? Welcome to Karma Live Readings. I'm Karma. If you're new here, welcome. Please make sure you subscribe. This is a general collective reading for the sign of Gemini, so you may or may not resonate. If you do resonate, please hit the like button. As you guys may or may not know, I have teamed up with Rose Forever New York until November 21st. You guys can receive $20 off on your order. They do make bouquets of roses out of real roses that last 3 to 5 years. So the code is Karma. The link is going to pop up here, or should have already popped up here. There's also a link, and the code is in the description box as well. Also, before we get started, Gemini, I have a new commitment that I am beginning on November 10th, which is a week from today. And that is going to require me to stop personal client readings until further notice. I do not have a day or time. I can tell you that it will be several months, probably well into 2026, before I'm able to open up client readings. So if you are interested in getting a reading from me, I have made all readings 20% off. You do not need a code. Just go to Etsy. It's already on the sale price. So check that out before they sell out. I will be shutting it off on Friday, November 7th. You will not be able to book anymore. All right. I still will be on YouTube though. All right. I'll still be doing collective readings for the zodiac signs. All right, Gemini, let's get into this and take a look at what's been going on and what are we going to be talking about today. All right, we have the Star, the Queen of Cups, and I will be clarifying everything. Star, Queen of Cups, and the Six of Swords. You have the Ten of Cups. Strong Aquarius energy here. The Chariot in the center of your reading. And the Tower. Then you have the Hermit. The Wheel of Fortune. And the Two of Wands for the end, what to expect. On the bottom, you have the Hanged One with Temperance and the Three of Swords. Okay, so right off the bat, I can see where something is coming to an end, and it's quite shocking. The purpose of it, from what I'm seeing on the bottom, is this is going to be a long journey where Spirit is, you know, sometimes Spirit has to break us down in order to build us back up to where we're supposed to be. All right. And it kind of looks like that's what you're going through, my darling Gemini. You do have the Hanged One, Temperance, and the Three of Swords. So you're going through a very long process where things are going to look like they're being flipped upside down and as if you're losing everything. But really, Spirit is trying to get you back on track, into alignment and healing from the trauma and pain, because after the Three of Swords, you do have strength. So they're trying to get you back into alignment with yourself through healing, through heartbreak, pain, trauma. It does look like it is quite a journey. It looks like this is a journey that's going to take you through to the middle of next year, because we're all the way out here to Virgo season. So let's take a look. Recent past of a situation, you do have the Star, Queen of Cups, and the Six of Swords. I feel like this is a situation that you have tried repeatedly to work on. You've tried. You've tried to heal it. You've tried to look at things from a different way. I do feel like there's a level of surrendering here with the Queen of Cups and just recognizing and realizing that separating yourself, Six of Swords, moving forward and moving on looks to be the best option. Some of you could actually be moving. What is the Star, please? Yeah. The Three of Wands to the King of Wands, and then again with the Star on the bottom. In this deck, the Star is called the Veil. You see something that maybe others connected to this situation don't have the ability to see. And in order for you to come into alignment, you are being called to separate yourself from the group, and you're being called to move in a different direction. I do think that you have sensed that for a while. You were just hopeful that certain people and energy would be able to come with you. But I feel as though in the recent past you had some type of revelation or knowing from the divine that you have to protect your peace at all costs. And I do believe that that's what we've been seeing for you. I think I actually had a reading called that for you, protecting your peace at all costs. So this is what you've been going through. So we are tapping into that energy here. Tell me about this Queen of Cups, please, for Gemini. Page of Cups. So, okay. Apology after apology. There could be children involved. Seven of Pentacles. I mean, there's only so many times that somebody can apologize for not showing up, right? You may have planted a lot of dreams and goals with this situation, or you were being very, very patient in this situation, but it wasn't really growing. I feel like we're tapping into an energy where the growing was stalled, right? There was a blockage. Maybe one of you was growing and the other person just wasn't interested. Nothing was changing. Nothing was getting better. It was just all of these ideas that I'm going to speak out, but then nothing moves and nothing changes. And that's when you realize you have to separate. Six of Swords, please. Yeah, wow. Six of Swords to the Six of Swords. You're like, I'm out of here. And so you may have physically moved, okay? Like had to move out. Maybe you were living with this person. Yeah, to the Ace of Wands. Because you needed to move out to create new opportunities for yourself. And you needed to move towards taking better control over your life, over your future. Moving towards where your dreams are more aligned. Okay, it looks like with the Ace of Wands that there was an opportunity here that was presenting itself to you, a new beginning of some sort that seemed to be really, really positive. It sparked a lot of curiosity, it sparked a lot of passion, and I think that you wanted to go in that direction to invest in it. Perhaps this energy up here was just not going for it. Current energy is the Ten of Cups, the Chariot, and the Tower. I don't think you realized how happy you were going to be from moving off in that direction. It's shocking the other person as well. It's coming as a shock that you were able to find this much happiness, this much harmony, and this much peace by making a decision to move away from something that was, again, not growing. What is the Ten of Cups, please? The Seven of Wands. Wow, you're rewriting your story. Again, Seven of Wands is all about protecting. This is landing on the Ten of Cups. Very, very strong focus. Two of Swords on the bottom. Like, I just want to be happy. I don't want to deal with your drama. I don't want to deal with the BS. You're rewriting the story. The mender in this deck is the Queen of Cups again. Huh. To the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, Ace of Pentacles to the Ace of Cups. Oh, you're not joking around here, Gemini. You're healing yourself on a different level. Why? Because you've taken control. I think that you came into this realization in the recent past that nobody is going to be able to fix a situation or heal a situation unless it's me. I have to take full control. It has to be me initiating this. I have to work on myself. I have to remove certain energies. And you're so serious about it. You've got boundaries set and you're not giving in. What is it? Oops, what is the Chariot, please? To the Six of Wands. A lot of growth, a lot of success. To the Three of Swords. You're shooting someone right in their heart. I feel like someone has to watch you move on without them. Somebody has to watch you be okay with separating. Somebody has to watch you not want to come back. Somebody has to watch you reach that victory. Okay, this is you turning your heartbreak into power, turning your pain into power, turning your pain into purpose, repurposing that pain, right? Like, not just letting that energy sit inside of you anymore. You're using it as fuel to burn off, to become something better. I'm not going to stay stuck in where somebody thought I was going to stay stuck. I'm not going to stay the person that you thought I was. I'm not going to let you put that on me. I rebuke what you're putting on me. And you've made the decision to move forward and to rise above the ashes. I think that's beautiful. And I think it's something that you should be very, very proud of yourself for as well. 8 of Pentacles, very, very focused. 8 of Pentacles, very focused, very intentional. 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, to bring in stability. The devil is underneath that. So please be aware that the devil is around and trying to tempt you, trying to get you off track, whether it's through conflict, competition, a tempting offer, whatever it is, they want you to get off track, and it's your job to ignore it. That's what it is. It's your job to ignore it. What is this Tower, please? The Tower. So what did you have? People around you who didn't believe you could do it? The Tower twice. This is huge. This is like the biggest shakeup ever. It's a devastating loss, okay? And it might even be a devastating loss for you too, but it's the difference between a devastating loss for somebody who tried and now is making themselves better, and then between the other person who didn't try and who didn't care and is just sitting there, is substantial. Because for you, you're going to grow from this. Somebody else is wallowing in the pain. Tell me about the Tower, please. It's going to be a lesson for them. I think it's just taking them longer to connect with it. Longer for them to connect the dots and realize their part, because everybody plays a part. We started with the 10 of Cups, and the Tower brings the 10 of Cups. I don't think you realize how free and happy. You have an inkling of how free and happy you're going to be as you go on this journey, but you have no idea. Spirit is like, this is about to shock everybody. Your true self is coming out. That fulfillment is coming. Finally, things are growing. Finally, things feel like they're falling into place. And I feel like it's such a shock to your system because you seem to have been dealing with a lot of crap in the past and chaos where you just couldn't find peace. So when you finally do find peace, it's like a shock to your system, you know? You have the Hermit, the Wheel of Fortune, to the 2 of Wands. You're in control. You're in charge of your destiny so long as you bring the Most High into every decision that you make. You seem to be at a crossroads here where you are finishing one cycle and closing out one cycle, and you're ready to move in a new direction. The Hermit is here because you have finalized the task and the lesson of separating yourself from energies that are not going to grow with you and are no longer meant for you. And in that moment of separation and isolation, you're going to learn a lot. You're going to be seeing things clearly. In the darkness is where the Most High's, it's just where everything that he is works the most. All of his mysterious ways and his magic is just illuminated in the darkness and in the isolation. That is when his powers come to play. It's when you're suffering. It's when you're at the darkest moment and you feel like you can't get up. That is when God shows up and literally transforms your life. And I feel like you have a testimony, Gemini. What is this Hermit, please? The Death card. Past lives. Yeah, you're getting ready to leave so many things behind. Baggage, energy, trauma, who you used to be, the devil, the Hermit. How do you get rid of the devil? How do you get rid of the karmic cycles? How do you get rid of this 8 of Swords? By sitting in silence and communicating with God. This is shadow work. This is extreme shadow work. This is dying unto self to come out new. And so it looks as though the devil was using someone or something as a vessel to try to get to you. And as soon as you cut that off, it has no access to you anymore and you dead that energy. That's when everything starts to flip upside down. Because whatever path you were on, it was not the right path. So it needs to flip upside down so that this Wheel of Fortune can change and transform. What's the Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, Judgment. You're making a judgment call. A lot of deep self-reflection and a pretty major decision comes here to the Ten of Swords. It's over. And then the World. Something is over. Who you used to be. The World also represents when you were of the world. And I feel like I'm tapping into a Gemini who is transforming themselves to live more of the spirit. You're going through shadow work. You're going through a major transformation. This is a rebirth. You will not be the same. The Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, and the Ten of Swords. You're making a major judgment call, and you're setting yourself free from something that you've been bound to, that's been trying to hold you back for so long. It was doing nothing but eating away at you, and it was also, all it was doing was producing dead ends, dead ends. Nothing was of life. And you've made that final decision to set yourself free. And now you get to choose which direction are you going to go? Right or left, but don't go back. What's this Two of Wands? Yes, the commander. You're in charge. King of Pentacles. Where am I going to invest? Very, very grounded decisions. Some of you may have a job opportunity or some type of success in Wheel of Fortune. You've got the King of Pentacles to the Queen of Swords. Very focused on your future endeavors and your future investments. Very intentional, very grounded. Shifting your mindset, making sure that your thoughts and your communication is grounded in positivity and life and not speaking death anymore. That's why the devil is in the past. You're leaving him in the dark and you're moving towards the light with, again, life. You have life math, which is a Wheel of Fortune, and then Pathfinder. I love that, life map and Pathfinder, which is the Page of Wands. You're on a journey, you're on a mission, and you're discovering and learning and your new ways. When we go through a rebirth, it is a really big deal because we do discover things about ourselves that we didn't recognize before. We didn't know we were that way, or we didn't know we were capable of doing that. So a lot of new opportunities are going to be presenting themselves to you, Gemini. You are healing yourself successfully. You are loved. This is great. What a beautiful, beautiful reading. You are not crazy. You are just awakening. Like I said, you're going through an awakening. The Hanged One. Your consciousness is expanding. You have no. I feel like that's spirit telling you to turn away from anything that's trying to tempt you to go back to your old ways. Call Yeshua into your heart to shine light on darkness. Amen. Hallelujah. Capricorn energy here, very, very strong. That's the devil energy. Black magic is being done. It will be rejected. They are lying to you. Release that. We already know it's going to be rejected because of the work that you're doing here. Final message. You are exactly where you should be. Just because something is going wrong doesn't mean you're in the wrong place. You're just in the pinnacle moment of a lesson. On the bottom it says, write down your visions so that you can manifest. All right. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors that walk in the light of God, please show me for the next 12 months. What months will be most significant for Gemini? What does Gemini need to be aware of? December, July, April, November, December again. So December is going to be very important. Or the number 12 could be important. July again. January. All right, Gemini. I'm going to pick some letters as well as numbers that could be very significant to you or resonate with you in regards to this particular situation. The letter N just came out. All right, let's take a look and see what we have. We have E, S, the number 4, L, 3. We have 3 twice, so 33. We also have 2. We have 5, 2 again, so 22. C, J, M, 6, 2. So you have 2, 2, 2. You have F and Z. All right, Gemini, I send you guys so much love on this journey. Please make sure you like, comment, and share, and I will talk to you guys soon.